Hello everybody and welcome back. Today, as you can see, we are at the Riviera Resort, but not for long as we are heading over to Magic Kingdom to ride the new Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. I liked the old Space Ranger Spin more than most people did just because it was a lot of fun and not to brag, but I was really good at it. I mean, I could get double Galactic Hero on both guns in the car easily, but we'll see how it goes with the new one. So the new one opens on April 8th, which is about 2 days away from today. However, it has soft opened a few days ago, so it's been open for guests the last several days. However, I have been blocked out of Magic Kingdom for a while, but I noticed that today I was unblocked. I just have to go to Epcot and tap in first, and then we'll park hop over to Magic Kingdom, which is why we're parking at Riviera here to take the Skyliner. So we'll fly right on over to International Gateway, tap into Epcot, walk across the park to the monorail, and then head over to Magic Kingdom. But before we do that, let's roll that intro. That we are on our way to Epcot.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner.
Unfortunately, we do have a wrapped cabin, which makes it a little bit harder to look out, but it's all good, still pretty views. By the way, just a little random, if you see this all over the window, that's not bird poop. That is grease coming down from the flywheels and the cable, and they land on the cabin sometimes. So just a little fun fact for you. The cabins aren't covered in bird poop. It's grease. I can't help but notice that we are in cabin 23, and that reminds me of something I need to announce. Tickets for D23 Expo 2026. Actually, it's now named D23 The Ultimate Disney Fan Event as of 2024, which I'm not a huge fan of that name, but who cares, not a big deal. Anyways, tickets dropped last week, and I was able to get tickets. So we will once again be heading to D23 Expo over in Anaheim. This will be my fourth D23 Expo. I started going in 2019 and have made it to every one that they've had since. The only thing that kind of sucks is I did not get tickets to the Parks and Experiences Showcase over at the Honda Center. This will be my first time not going to the Parks panel, which, not the end of the world. Basically, I had to choose between prioritizing the Entertainment Showcase or the Parks Showcase, and I chose Entertainment. And the only reason I did that is because the Entertainment Showcase, a lot of time you're seeing movie trailers and like previews and stuff that never get released to public. At least for the Parks panel, you're mainly just getting updates and news.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And while yes, I would love to be there in person to see all that, I can guarantee that I'll see it on Twitter within an hour or so, and also be able to see all the stuff on the show floor on Sunday. But yeah, I'm very excited, so look out on the channel. That's in August, so I mean, we're ways away from that still, but in August we'll be heading to Anaheim. We'll have definitely a few days at Disneyland. They do D23 Day on Thursday, so we'll do that, and then we will also be at the Expo on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm very excited. Always a great trip. Well, here we are in Epcot, starting the World Showcase, of course, coming in right in between France and the United Kingdom. Definitely my favorite park by a long shot. I may be kind of biased, but whether I'm here as a guest or here working, I love being here. Looking out over the lagoon, it looks like half of the Luminous barges are out and half of them are put up. I can see the 3 on this side, but all the way across, it looks like they are missing. They've been leaving the barges out a whole lot more lately and not taking them in and out every night. Not exactly sure what the reason is on that. Some of it has to do with weather. It was raining pretty good last night, so it would not surprise me if that is why they got left out. But it happens. At least they're not as obstructing and hard to look at as the Harmonious barge. That was horrible. I'm not really planning on doing a whole lot here in Epcot, pretty much just heading right up to the front and hopping on the monorail. If we see anything crazy that needs our attention, then sure, we'll go check it out. But it is pretty crowded still. It's the Monday after Easter today. Easter crowds yesterday really weren't that bad. However, I feel like Easter is not really a theme park holiday. You know, Memorial Day, 4th of July, stuff like that, St. Patrick's Day, those are theme park holidays. Easter, not so much. Easter is a family holiday. People are staying home and going to church and hanging out with family and stuff, so it does not surprise me that yesterday was not nearly as busy as I was expecting. Look at this, I've never seen this before. We got a team out here raising these birdhouses up. I don't know what they were doing. I assume they were working on them or checking on the birds or something, but they're like on just a little crank system like a flagpole, and they can raise and lower them. I don't remember what type of birds live in these birdhouses. It's a specific type, but that's neat. Never seen that before. Look, now they're lowering that one on the left side over there. Interesting. I wonder if they're talking to the guests over here and telling them what they're doing and explaining, kind of as a demonstration, or if the guests are just gathering and watching. I would not be surprised either way, to be honest. Neat. Well, I was thinking about stopping over by Test Track and seeing what their single rider line looks like. However, their posted standby wait is 165. Yeah, 165 minutes for Test Track. I love Test Track. It's my second favorite ride at Disney, but I don't love it that much. There's no rides that I love that much, believe me. But oh well, I rode it a few days ago. Not that big of a deal, and I'm sure we'll be back to ride it soon. But let's just head on to Magic, why not? All right, I just saw Monorail Peach pass by over by Guardians through the breezeway here, which means we should be just about perfect timing. If we get to the monorail station right as it does, hop on Monorail Peach right to the TTC. So let's hope we can beat Monorail Peach there. If not, that means we'll probably be waiting for a little bit here at the station. There's the monorail that I was talking about. Also, I'm looking at that. It's Monorail Coral. Did I say Monorail Coral or did I say Monorail Peach? I honestly have no idea which one I said, but if I said Peach, I was wrong. It's Coral. If I said Coral, I was right because it's Coral. But anyway, it beat us. So, I don't know. How long do you think it'll stay there? You think we're gonna make Coral, or do you think we're gonna have to wait for the next one? I don't know what the other color is that's on the track. Last night it was orange and blue. No, black and blue. Yeah, it was Monorail Black and Monorail Blue last night, but they've been switching it up pretty much every day lately. You know, sometimes they kind of stick to two colors being on the same track every day, but the last week or so, it's been different pretty much every day. Man, I absolutely hate this monorail station here. This ramp kills me every time. At least today I'm not like worn out already, because you know, I just got here, but when you spent a full park day and then you hit this monorail ramp, it's not fun. All right, Coral's still there. Let's see. We have made it to the Transportation and Ticket Center, which means on to Magic Kingdom now. As usual, we'll probably take the resort monorail. Tends to be a little bit less waiting. Sometimes it takes longer, you know, sitting at the other stops, but I'd rather take a leisurely ride over to Polynesian and Grand Flow than have to wait in line here for a while. Looks like we got Peach over on the Express. We know that Green and Coral are on Epcot. Let's see, I don't know, we might get Monorail Gold. Of course, my favorite monorail. We'll find out. Nobody in the station yet on the resort line. All right, Monorail Orange was our ride over from the TTC to the Magic Kingdom. Resort Monorail was definitely not to play this time around. We all boarded at TTC and then they're like, yeah, we gotta do a maintenance check, which I've never had that happen on a monorail before. They just had maintenance come out and I don't know exactly what they looked at, but they looked at something, then we were on our way. And then it was very crowded at Polynesian and Grand Floridian. Also, I apologize about the wind. Every video I feel like I'm like, I forgot my windsock for my mic, and guess what? I forgot my windsock for my mic. So, sorry about that. It has been a very, very long time since I have been here in the wonderful Magic Kingdom. Look at the plaza here. Not very busy at all. No lines for the tap points. I mean, no long lines for the tap points. Not a lot of people taking pictures out front. A very calm day out front, even though the wait times do not suggest it. Now, something else that we're going to be seeing today is Cinderella Castle. The repainting is essentially complete. Last time I was here, they were painting on the back side and the front was still the rose gold, so this will be my first time seeing the new color palette. I have seen pictures, and I'm honestly starting to like it more than I thought I would. I was very opposed to them repainting it and getting rid of the rose gold and the dark blue because I really, really love the rose gold. But maybe it's growing on me. I guess we'll see what it looks like and hope that it looks better in person. But like I said, from the pictures, it looks better than I thought it would. So maybe I'll be surprised. The rose gold was definitely getting faded. It needed a touch up for sure, but I was definitely team repaint the rose gold and leave it like the 50th anniversary colors. But let's get through these tap points, see what that castle looks like. And here we are right inside. As you might have seen in that last video, I'm not sure if we caught it, but the train moving backwards. Of course, we are still running the train at just like a shuttle mode from Main Street back to Tomorrowland, the Fantasyland, or well, not Tomorrowland, I guess, to Storybook Circus. The other station over in Frontierland is still down due to Cars Land and Villains Land construction. Don't know when we're going to get that back. I don't know if we're going to have to wait till Villains Land is done or if we'll get it when Cars Land is done. Because if it's when Cars Land is done, I could see us getting that back in 2027. Villains Land, we might be looking at 2030. So let's hope as soon as Cars Land finishes, or at least gets close enough, we can reopen that train station. And I'm honestly holding out for a Villains Land train station as well. That might be a big ask, but I think it'd be awesome. We definitely need more train stations here, especially when you compare us to Disneyland. But we're coming in around the corner, and let's take a look at this old new version, I guess is what we can call it, of Cinderella Castle. And there it is. Okay, let's let the balloons get by. I'll be honest, I love it. It looks beautiful. They kept a darker blue. I will say I can see some what looks like rose gold still up there on that top spire. I don't know how much the camera can pick up, but other than that, it looks to be about done. But they kept the darker blue, which I like, and they kept the really bright details of like the diamond pattern above the clock tower and then up at the top as well. I'm a fan. Do I still like the original rose gold castle more when it was really bright and colorful? Yeah, I think I do, but I think that this is, I don't know. I think this is a great option. I'm okay with it. I am no longer opposed to this color palette. It is not the same color palette that we had before the rose gold castle. I will try to find some before and after photos and post like an original from '71, and then the color right before the rose gold, and then the brand new rose gold, and then the faded rose gold, and then this one. So hopefully I found all those pictures. If not, I'm just talking for nothing. But we'll see if I can find them and put them up there. Okay, here's a bit of a closer look at some of those details by the clock tower there I was talking about. You got the diamond pattern, and then up at the top here you got kind of the wave, and definitely some rose gold left on the spire there by where Tinkerbell flies out. But the rest of it looks pretty much done. So what do you think? Let me know. Do you like the new castle colors, or do you prefer the rose gold? Okay, I think that we have waited long enough. Let's head over here and check out the brand new Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. It is a currently posted 50-minute wait, which is obviously very high for that ride, but also not surprising because it's soft opening right now, and I expect it to be around that wait time for a while as people, come and check out the new ride. Also, Moat is still drained due to the castle repainting, and I believe they've been repainting these rocks here too. I don't know. These rocks are something that I feel like get repainted every couple years, and I can never remember what color they were before. I don't know. I want all of Tomorrowland to be repainted, and I want it to all look like this. Give me this art style everywhere. Please, get rid of the laugh floor, get rid of Tomorrowland Speedway, update Space Mountain, update the People Mover. I mean, don't redo the People Mover. It's great as it is, but give us some new scenes, maybe a new narration. Please, show Tomorrowland some love. Wow, look at this. This is the line for Space Ranger Spin, I believe. Is it? Versus Laugh Floor. No, this is Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Never seen that before. Posted 20-minute wait. Interesting. I've never done the Laugh Floor. I don't really ever plan to. You guys know how I am about shows. I've started to love them. I have appreciation for shows, kind of due to the American Adventure, but I do not have an appreciation for Monsters Inc. So don't really have a big reason to go in there and check that out. But as soon as we turn the corner here, we're gonna get our first look at the new facade for Space Ranger Spin and the new sign. I have seen pictures of it and I love it. Look at that. It definitely gives Space Mountain vibes, more like Disneyland's, I believe. But look at that, I love that sign. That's awesome. And the new simplified facade here with the stripes going up the wall there. I saw people complaining because they're like, wait, are they using the Epcot font outside of Epcot for the standby and lightning lane? They are not. That is not the Epcot font. It's very similar, but it is not the same by any means. We're gonna wander around for a little bit, see if we drop a little bit from a 50-minute wait, and then come check it out. Okay, I thought about hopping on People Mover, but it's supposed to 20 as well. It's busy everywhere. Let's just do it. We got nothing else to do. So let's hop in line and see how long this takes. It is currently 1:57 p.m. So we'll get in line here and see how long it takes at a posted 50-minute wait. 35 minutes in and we have made it indoors. 35 minutes, not bad, honestly. I think we're gonna wind up coming in right around a 50-minute wait. For the queue, I believe a majority of the inside queue is the same, just a lot of paint touch up and everything and cleaning stuff up. So we'll see if we see anything new. I do know that the Buzz Lightyear animatronic was not touched, unfortunately. I was really hoping that they would update that. This whole mural here definitely looks new. The other side of this half wall is your lightning lane if you're curious, but I don't know. I think that this room is new. Look at this. There's like glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling. Are these new? I'm learning that I've never paid attention to the queue in this attraction. I mean, it's always like a 5-minute wait, so I never think about it. These, I believe, are new because I saw those on X the other day when people were first looking at them. But yeah, I don't know. Glow-in-the-dark stars, new or not? Interesting. Well, today at least, Buzz Lightyear is gone. He is not here in the queue. They got the tarp up blocking him. Interesting. I don't know if he's been seen since they started soft opening or if they saw him when they did cast member previews, but the word I heard was that he was exactly the same, but we will not know today because he is covered up. Interesting. I guess we'll come back once they officially open and see if we can see anything different. Look at this. We had some coordinators show up to the rescue and unveiled Mr. Buzz Lightyear here. Interesting. That's weird. And also kind of funny that's just a manual curtain right there that they just went and opened. But yeah, there he is. Looks very similar to before, the animatronic himself. I think there's some updates to the rest of the set, but Buzz himself looks pretty much the same as before. He's a little quiet. I'm not sure why he's so quiet today.
Crystallic fusion power cell. Without those cells, the energy and at the mercy of the Earth. Start command for the roll battle ready to be heard. All right, from these Space Rangers, listen up. Each squadron over any power cell, while the rest of you concentrate on those robots.
Almost 50 minutes exact, and we've made it right here to the loading dock. This new mural looks so good. The lighting is so much better. It's so bright. I love it. And the Space Mountain reference still up there in the top left. Here's a good look at these new cars. Look at that, with the handheld blasters, new paint jobs, pretty much essentially new ride vehicles as far as I'm concerned. Very cool. All right, we are here in the new cars. We got the screens on the front of the ride vehicle. We got a green blaster, a red blaster. Aim for the Z. Special new targets that light up. Haptic feedback on the guns when you hit targets. Very excited. Here we go. We're gonna take red today because why not? Here we go. Here's Buddy, our new animatronic and show scene on this ride with our test target. Barely down there you can see our If You Had Wings reference to the original ride that occupied this space. Let's see how we can do. I forgot I have to spin. Oh gosh, this is very hard to do one-handed. I'm trying my best to keep you guys focused. That didn't last long. But here's a good look at some of the updates in here. Bright new paint everywhere, new lighting everywhere it looks like. Very nice, lots of more stuff in the background there.
Buzz Lightyear to Space Rangers. You're doing great.
Attention, Space Rangers. Your mission will resume immediately. For your safety, please remain seated.
Something that's interesting to note here is that you can just hold down the trigger. You do not have to keep pressing it over and over.
Attention, Space Rangers. Your Star Cruisers have been temporarily deactivated. For your safety, please remain seated. Your mission will resume momentarily.
But our teamwork.
Yeah, we're struggling here. This is going very badly. I don't really know how the new specialty targets work yet.
Space Rangers, your mission will resume immediately. For your safety, please remain seated.
As you can hear, there are some struggles here in the first room. It is faster
You're almost
to...
Attention, Space
Wow.
Rangers. Your Star Cruisers have been temporarily deactivated. For your safety, please remain seated. Your mission will resume momentarily.
Start, pilots.
Okay, Okay, I think I'm figuring out that your score does not tick up if you are stopped now, which is interesting. That's not how it was before. Oh, well, maybe it does. Maybe I'm just bad at the game. That could be it too. Anyways, though, it is quicker. I've been trying to say this for the last like 10 minutes while we're stopped here, but I keep getting interrupted. It is quicker to like press this trigger quickly with your finger than it is to hold it down and let it auto fire on its own. So just a tip, so you know. See, because look, you can kind of hear how quickly that's firing if I just hold it down, but then I can do this with my finger and it's way quicker. The scoring here is so weird. I do not understand.
Keep it up. Start fan believes in you, and so do I.
There we go. Finally hit a target again. You have to hit right in the center now. You can't get like kind of close. Like you have to be right in the center, otherwise it does not count at all. Somebody said something about rainbow targets, and I do not see any of those rainbow targets in this room. Wouldn't it be crazy if we got an evacuation here in the first room, my first time on this ride? Believe it or not, I've never been evac'd from a Disney ride. Of all the times I've ridden rides here, never been evac'd. Look at this. Okay, we're gonna take a break from the gun for a little bit. Look at this little guy here. He moves. I don't even remember that at all. That might be completely new. There's a lot more kinetic energy here, and it's just nice that everything works. You can see everything better.
Your mission will resume immediately.
Oh, here we go. We'll see if it lasts. Let's see, the top of the claw was a big scoring target in the previous version. I don't believe it is in this version. It does not seem to be doing anything for me.
Keep it up. Start fan believes in you, and so do I.
We're at 36,000. Oh no, this is bad. See people mover going through there. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but they have opened the people mover window. That's great to see. Oh my gosh, guys. It's definitely harder because I'm trying to do it one-handed, but I also just suck at this new version. And I'm still yet to see any of these rainbow targets that people talk about.
Stay laser focused when you're laser focused.
Like, look at this. I'm right in the center of that Z, and it was not hitting hardly at all.
Keep blasting those bugs.
Yeah, this definitely, I'd recommend holding them with two hands, because then you can kind of steady your blaster a little bit. I cannot do that right now, and that's causing problems. This is not going well at all, guys.
Be warned, Space Rangers.
We are at 80,000. If you haven't noticed, the little red lighting up on the target like that is when you hit it with the red gun, and then it lights up green if you hit it with the green gun. That way you can actually see when you hit the target, not only in the haptics in the gun, but on the target as well.
No one can stop me now.
Okay, we just hit one of the specialty targets. I don't know how many. Oh, that gave me quite a bit of points. Oh, we got a rainbow. Okay, we got a rainbow. We got to find more targets.
The universe is in jeopardy.
Okay, I think we're kind of getting the hang of it now. We're just shy of 180. Here's the new projection scene. One of the biggest changes is that they upgraded these projectors, added new animatics. WDI did a lot in this scene here. And you can of course actually shoot these targets, and it does count as points.
Shoot the drum!
let's find some more rainbow targets or something of that nature. This is, of course, where you get your photo taken as well. Okay, we hit the specialty target. I see no rainbows. Okay, wow. 269,000 is our final. Yeah, that's rough. We're gonna have a few more rides today, hopefully. I'm gonna try to get one where I don't vlog and just try to score points, and then I will also attempt to get you a good POV video. Just depends on how long the wait time is. But we are a Space Ace would be our rank, and it does show you on here now, and I believe it also shows on your ride photo, which is really cool. So let's get off and double check that. As we exit into an updated gift shop, they did update and repaint this. We also have a new photo wall for your photo pass, and we will find me. There I am, number 5. Look at that. Use my camera, and we'll take a look at it in the app. Did it work? I don't know. That looked weird. I haven't seen that happen before. There we go. I think it did it. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, sorry, that was chaos. Also, the line shortened a lot when we were getting ready to go in, and now it's clear back out to where it was when we got in line. So we might wait a little bit before we try to get on again. I do want to try to get you guys a better video because I'm sure that was rough. I'll look at it and see if it's usable. If not, I'll try to get a better POV and not play. But if it looks okay, maybe I don't know. I'll look and see. But yeah, it was fun. I love that. Even better than the original. I just need to figure out how to actually score points with these new targets, because it is not the same as the old ones where it's just certain targets give better points. So I don't know, we'll learn. Okay, I think we're gonna take a lovely break here on the People Mover. Not bad of a line, so we'll get on here. I'll check out that footage, see if I need to do it again for you guys or not. Either way, I'm gonna try to ride at least one more time so I can actually see if I can get good points, but it's a long wait, so we'll see. Look at that, Dale is meeting guests over there. I don't see Chip anywhere, but I'm sure he's around somewhere if Dale's here. Interesting costume, I haven't seen that costume before. One thing that I completely forgot about is we can take a look at Buzz Lightyear through the People Mover, of course. So I'll definitely be sure to show you what that looks like now that the window's opened up.
Star Cruiser and join me on this daring space mission against the evil Eversberg.
All right, next set of windows here. Look at this.
You can count on us.
Very nice to have this view back. It's so bright now, it's what I can't get over, is just how bright and lit up everything is. Very different from before. And then of course we have to get ready for this beautiful view of Cinderella Castle here with the new paint color. Let's take a look. There she is. Beautiful. It's growing on me. It really is. I do love it. I'm sorry that I doubted you, Disney. I'm sorry. I was gonna do another lap on the People Mover, but the line has definitely died down again. So we're gonna hop off, go get in line and take another ride. I think this time I'm gonna just not vlog till the end and try to play, see how high of a score I can get. All right, posted 35 here. That's like a third of what we waited in last time. But I will say it was posted 50 last time, and we waited like 49 minutes and 30 seconds. So they are on top of it when it comes to these wait time estimations.
Those cells will all have mercy, yes, sir. Start from the engine, Bert. You're all battle ready to recruit. All right, ready, Space Rangers. Listen up. 3, 2, 1.
All right, round 2 after sitting here on the load platform for about 20 minutes because of seemingly a door fault. So let's see if we can do better. Not gonna vlog this time, just gonna try to get a good score. Believe it or not, I did even worse this time. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. There was none of those rainbow targets this time. I don't know if maybe they shouldn't add more. I don't know. I think they should add more to give people a chance. But yeah, it already went away. I think it was like 160,000 or something. So even worse than the first time. And we got show lights on again, or work lights, I should say. Show lights are off, work lights are on. This ride is seemingly still getting some work done to it. Interesting. Well, that was quite the experience there. Definitely a lot of downtimes with that ride, but hey, it's still soft opening. It hasn't officially opened yet, so I always give it a pass until opening day. This better all be figured out by the grand opening, but until then, I give them the pass for it. Overall, great ride. I love it. Everything's an upgrade. It looks visually so much better. I like the gameplay more. I just wish they would add more of those rainbow targets so you can have a fighting chance there. Maybe I just need more practice and need to understand it better, but I don't know. We'll find out. Looks like we're coming up on the tail end of the stage show here, Cinderella Castle. Of course, there's a giant tree in the way, so you can't see, but you just gotta trust me. You can tell by the crowd of people here. You can hear Olaf and Anna and Elsa. Let's get around the corner here. Take a quick look. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. I'm actually on my way out now, but and there they are. Another ride that just got a big upgrade would be Frozen Ever After over in Epcot. So good. I've ridden that a few times since the new animatronics got installed. They also had a lot of lighting upgrades and stuff. Overall, a much better attraction. But look at this view here with the new Cinderella Castle, some storm clouds above. Actually makes it look pretty cool. I love it. On our way out, here's a look at some new merch that Disney has started doing. Decals or stickers for your water bottles. I will say these are some very highly priced stickers. $5 a piece if you buy 3 or $6 for singles. But these are really cool. I could definitely see myself getting some of these. I love the Hollywood Studios one. This one's really cool with the park icons. The basic Walt Disney World one's nice. I've seen that there are dinosaur ones, but I do not see them here. Like, not this one. Like Dinosaur the Ride. Yeah, right here, look at that. With the Dino Institute. That is so cool and quite funny that those exist. Okay, well, I caved and bought a few stickers, but had a cast member discount and a gift card, so it's basically free, right? I think that checks out. But anyways, that's gonna be it for here today, checking out the all-new Space Ranger spin. Once again, by the time that you've seen this, it probably opened today for you or in the past, because Wednesday is probably the earliest that I'll get this uploaded, but we'll see. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. Stick around. Be sure to subscribe. We got some cool stuff coming. I say that a lot. I promise. Eventually. I started editing the Carousel of Progress video and then decided that I want to completely reshoot the whole thing. So now I got to go and re-record all that, even though I already have like 2 hours worth of footage. So wish me luck on that, but it'll be out there eventually. Thank you all. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. End credit scene here. Looks like Monorail Lime is what we'll be riding on. Still haven't seen Gold, Silver, or Red, my 3 favorite monorails. They are MIA for today. I'm sure they're around somewhere. So funny story. Luckily Lime left before I got up there and closed the gates. However, I remembered I'm parked at Riviera. So the monorail over to the TTC would not help me at all. So I got to go over here and get a bus to Riviera. Glad I realized before I got on the monorail, because if not, then I probably would have had to take a monorail to Epcot and then walk all the way through Epcot and then take the Skyliner to Riviera. So it's a good thing that Monorail Lime left me. Oh well. For real, this is the end. See you next time.